Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brotato, the arena survival action roguelike itself, but modded, though, because we're going to be checking out the Undead Samurai character here today, who starts with a decaying body, which I don't know what that means yet. We'll have to see. 10 HP regeneration, max HP, modifications up by 25%, but minus 10 speed, minus 40% attack speed, and we cannot get any lifesteal. That being said, he also comes with a couple new weapons. Great Bow is seeming a little bit more exciting to me. We get 80% range damage and 20% health scaling on a ranged weapon that pierces 4 times. Seems great to me, so let's go with that and figure out what decaying body is. Spawn 10 flies that orbit around the player, dealing 2 contact damage based off of your health. You take a damage per second, which does not give invulnerability. Okay. And minus 1 speed for every 5 max HP. Interesting. So we get slower as we get more health. So we're taking 1 damage per second, but I guess it kind of evens out. Interesting. It evens out with the HP regen that we get at the beginning. Probably giving us almost exactly 1, or yeah, exactly 1 per second. Gotcha. So we'll need to get quite a bit of HP regen. In fact, I'll grab a little bit so we actually are technically regenerating health. I'll get a gentle alien too, probably. But for now, so it's primitive and heavy. Wow, what a good set bonus this is. This weapon is cracked. 15 max HP and 25% damage if we get all of them is kind of nuts. All right. I also love the fact that we're holding the bow is just so big here. Seems quite good already. We're doing 13 damage on our shot. The thing is, I have a 40% attack speed reduction, and that's probably, the big thing that's supposed to be a problem about this character right now. It's not that bad. I guess the other thing is we're going to get exceptionally slow by default, but there's nothing that's stopping me from increasing my speed through other means, a speed up item. God forbid. Gonna keep on getting that. We can't get HP regen, so that's a wonderful item to get, but I kind of want to try and force the Great Bow in the shop. 1 second. All right, good deal. So yeah, the fact that our penalties to attack speed and speed can be fixed is pretty good. It almost seems like, I don't know, I think that a way to do a character like this could be minus 100% attack speed and then minus 50% attack speed scaling. So you sort of have the same amount of attack speed down, but it's also harder to just kind of ignore the fact that that is a thing. That being said, I don't know. Maybe this character will get tough later. But they are starting out super strong. I guess, yeah, I can get some armor. You know what? Screw it. Go for more health. I know I'm going to get super slow, but that don't bother me. It don't bother me. I don't want to test Weird Ghost. I don't know what would happen first. The healing, technically the healing should happen first, I guess, before the damage, but I'm just not going to chance it. But yeah, 4 piercing. 4 piercing with 10% damage penalty is really good. That's so good. If we could get if we get Pumpkin, then it has no damage fall off whatsoever. We got that going for us. We've already got a lot of health. 1.5 crit chance. I mean, that's worth knowing, I guess, right? Good. Sure. Broken Mouth could be fine. I just don't think I wanna. Oh, Katana's in here as well. This is also new for this character. I guess brings those items in. The Katana just kind of seems like a just a standard weapon though. I'm getting exceptionally slow. Oh, you know what would be great today? Absolutely perfect would be Estes Couch. We're certainly going to be tagged for it. Whether or not that's going to mean anything, I'm not sure. There's no guarantee that we find it. We could get a bunch of luck to try and influence that a little bit, but no guarantee. The flies, they are going wild. They're just like, they spawn in just a weird section there. It's more attack speed. I'll get a little bit more armor. I mean, padding's probably fine. We gotta be careful not to get ourselves into a situation where we have actually no speed. Like, just actually none. 6 piercing? This freaking weapon get full 100% piercing at max range or something? I guess weirdly enough, the range isn't that great. 400 range seems to be like one of the bigger penalties. To an extent, it won't matter how much piercing it actually has because it's not going to be utilizing all of them if I don't get more range. The flies are doing 18 per 14. They sure look like they're doing 18. Because of the damage percentage up. My, oh my. Yeah, I think I'm busted. Like, already. Like, already I think I'm busted. Knockback. Who cares? Does scale off of some range damage. I might as well grab it. Good, good. We could get Baby Gecko, and it wouldn't penalize us. Okay. What's the HP regen at? 1 every 0.56. And the attack speed is at minus 35. Yeah, see right there, you can tell. It's interesting that it has such bad range. Like, balance-wise, it shouldn't have more range because it's already overpowered. Like, it's already, like, really overpowered. But thematically, it feels weird that it has such bad range for a longbow. Right? I don't know. Call me crazy. Always think of it as a longer ranged thing, usually. A big old bow like this. But yeah, it's got the same thing as, you know, like a knight, where the tankier we get, the stronger we get too, damage-wise. So it's just across the board, it's gonna be super good. I could deal with, like, I could take Broken Mouth, but I just don't want to. Snail. I could. I don't want to. Feels dumb to not take Tentacle. But, you know what? Let's change things up. Let's not take Tentacle. This is how we would... In order to have this be balanced, this is what we would have to do. Just a full spin. And even then, I bet you we'd be alright. But yeah, for first impressions, character's probably, you know, way too strong. But... it is really, really, really strong in an AoE fashion, so maybe in single-target scenarios it's going to be a little bit less so. My money's on no, seeing how quickly these big boys are going down, though. We're unstoppable at AoE clear, and we're just really good at single-target as well. But our group targeting is just gross. Just actively gross, and our single-target's really good. I mean, a 20% scaling on the health is quite strong. At the very least on this character, too. Speed minus luck. I could, I just don't feel like it. I'll get a little bit of speed, just in case. There's Pumpkin. Now we have 100% piercing damage with no fall-off whatsoever. Fine, I'll get Snail. Fine. Improved tools. Not really smart to take when I have minus attack speed and no structures. Wait. These certainly won't count as structures that can gain attack speed, right? You know, the dream would be like, yeah, I mean, it increases the speed at which they orbit, but I don't think that is a thing. I don't think that's a thing. I feel like it would say it somewhere on the item itself. You'd see the attack speed symbol. If they went through the trouble to add like that kind of a effect integration into the game, I think that they would put that on there. Okay. Boop. I do like these flies. I think the fly item is an interesting one. I think it would need some kind of... Well, I'm sure it's tough to process. Again, what is truly the most broken thing here? What's the thing that's creating the true problems? It's really hard to say. I can take a 12 dodge to bring myself out of the hole. It's hard to say, and by problems, I obviously mean strength. Like, what's creating this absurd character right now? Which is the thing that's really doing it? Not sure. God, it's so tough to not take tentacle, but you know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to grab it today with a 1.5 crit ratio weapon. We can just get stronger in a different way. I feel like I always go crit because for a reason, because it's stupid. Also, what do we gain? No crit, yes damage, yes knockback, and it has 8 piercing. Here's the thing, though. Like I said earlier, or paraphrased earlier, high piercing looks really stupid good on paper. But the difference between 0 piercing and 1 piercing is astronomical. The difference between 1 and 2, pretty darn high. The difference between 3 and 4, it starts to get a little bit muddy, because if you watch every projectile that I shoot out, how many projectiles are hitting 9 enemies? You know? So, I'm sure that when it gets to Legendary, it's going to go up to be like, up to, whatever, 10, 11 or something like that. We're not going to use that many pierces, right? So, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to say it's like... It doesn't need help, the weapon, right? It doesn't need more help. But that's not going to be really doing that much for me. It's nice to take metal risk-free. Let me take that first. Getting pretty lucky in the shot for only having 10 luck. I should have taken Whetstone just to reduce my knockback. Because that's the other thing is... It gains knockback on level up, and I wish it didn't. It's another thing... to be clear, I don't think it should be removed. Because I think that it's an interesting take that it's actually kind of a negative modifier for this weapon right now. And you're going to call me crazy. I feel like damage-wise, I'm a little bit less strong than I was a couple waves ago. Maybe I've hit my kind of scaling, and it could be because this weapon doesn't upgrade as well as others. Like, in a way that the piercing, like I said, it's very good. But it starts good. 4 is probably enough piercing for 90% of your shots, right? 90% of your shots are probably only going to use up to like 4 piercing. And then you get knockback, which is not that great. Like, the damage upgrade is negligible. The attack speed is decent. The range goes up. Okay. So there's a couple things here and there that do get better about it. Sad tomato doesn't really make sense anymore, but I'm going to do it anyways, because I feel like in for a penny, in for a pound. What is up with this shop? I'm not upset. Quite the opposite. But yeah, we already, like, it's kind of funny. We have so much HP regen already that Sad Tomato just isn't actually, like, this is really a day where it doesn't make sense. But I'm going to do it just to stay consistent. So if we really wanted to use all of our piercing, this would be the wave where we're actually going to see weapons potentially pierce that much. Horde waves, you might get to the spot where you use 10 piercing. You might. Unlikely. The higher the range, the more likely we would be to use it, but because the projectile you know, it flies further. It could potentially pierce more targets. Simple as that. But, like, let's just shoot in a line here. Kind of see it in action. Yeah. Quite good. Coupon. More max HP. Even slower. Okay, I'll take a gentle alien. I would love a, community support. Because their attack speed's still bad. Which is crazy. Like, looking at what's happening on this run and knowing that we're in the negative for attack speed is huge. The flies they just help as well, right? Like, they're kind of just an added bonus. We have the sick passive, and we have just, like, a really, really strong AoE. Just doesn't matter that we're so slow. Like, that is probably the biggest penalty of the run, right? Is the fact that you're going to go really, really slow. But if you just go tanky as hell, and you can destroy things without even thinking about it, which I guess would be more a weapon issue. I don't know. It's weird. The weapon, I think, by legendary, compared to other legendaries, it's surprisingly a little bit more balanced. Compared to other commons, it's broken. Oh, this is dumb. I literally can't get lifesteal, so there's no reason to have that. Get more range just for kicks and wiggles. I could get speed. I just don't want to. We're already... The fact that we're already almost legendary has me wondering if there's something else going on with this mod to influence the shop to give me these high tier things. My money's on no. But it is absolutely very strange that we do have so many legendaries on wave 14 with only 10 luck. I don't know. Maybe there's something. I don't know what it would be. How would you be able to influence it? Because you can't be tagged for weapons unless the mod makes so you can be tagged for weapons. I don't know. I think we just got really lucky with it. I think it's just very, very lucky, and the character's super strong, so we get lots of money, and the upgrade path is pretty straightforward for us on what we want to buy. Just across the board. Sure. I do want to fix the attack. Sure. I do want to fix the attack speed. Oh, my movement speed. Oh, my movement speed. We could get range damage. I just don't feel like it. Why don't you ask me later, Krabby? I'm going to be just a tank. When I get $100, I'm going to jump my HP up by like 4, aren't I? The thing is, not having good pickup range or movement speed means it's going to be a little bit tougher to actually get said money in the wave. So, like, pickup range might be prioritized for me. Man. I can't complain about horde waves because we're so strong against them, but it would have been nice to get the elites to try and fish out the Esthys just to see how stupid we could make this. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I love it. It's dumb. We don't need any more piercing damage. We definitely don't need that. We can take that, whatever. More attack speed sounds good. Okay, I'm obviously tagged for hell. No duh. At this point, I'm going to need some speed. I don't really want heavy bullets. Wow. Yeah, it just feels like the shop is more likely to give me great bows than it's supposed to. I've created such a dumb scenario, but I kind of like it. I feel like I'm leaning into the gimmick of the character. I'm supposed to be just like a shambling zombie, slowly, wreaking havoc across the stage. I think I'm playing the character fantasy well. I do wish we had pickup range, just so that I could get to this stuff, because I'm spending the whole time, this is not me dodging enemies. This is me literally just trying to go and make sure I pick up the money. Slowly but surely, I will get there. The flies are doing what, 664? Not bad. Sure. Whatever. At this point, sure, why not? Oh my. Tax people standing side. At this point, maybe I should just do it. Power generator. That's... What a good choice that would be. Man. Not a great shop. See, there you can see, as strong as we are, and we are overpowered. Like, we are very overpowered. Our single target for bosses it's just like pretty good. So the final boss actually might suck because we won't be able to kill it that fast, and it will be able to stand on top of my body. So I guess I'm gonna need a little bit more speed, unless I get Estes. If I get Estes, then we don't need any speed at all. I think I'm gonna need a little bit because the final boss, I can't remember which one it is that just, stands on top of you. But they just kind of, they literally walk into your face. Which, in my opinion, shouldn't be a thing. I think that maybe they could get an extra attack, but they don't literally stand on top of your face. Just because it makes it so certain characters, like Soldier, have a weirdly disproportionately hard time. Oh, it's not the day. As much as I'd love it, it's not the day. We're gonna need a little bit of speed up. I also want some I'm buying that for the knockback down. That's literally what I'm doing that for. And I'm buying that literally for the speed up. We're buying some strange items for the build, just because they happen to have a couple things that I do want. Like, I don't care about crit chance today because we're not critting anyways, so I can take that. Normally, I don't take that when I want speed because I usually also want crit. Okay. Shambling around. Minus 52 speed. I think the play, like, if we want to not just instant lose to the final boss because he stands on top of me, we need to have a little bit more speed. As much health as we have, we don't have that much. Well, we have 9 armor. We're probably fine regardless, but it's just kind of like a weird... I don't know. It's a weird balance thing with the final boss of Brotato. Like, as busted as you are, if you're under a certain amount of movement speed, you are just gonna get hit. Okay. Certainly don't want enemy move speed up. Well, we did get Snail and Ugly too, so that actually should help. Wow. Alien Eyes, obviously a great item for us. Duh. Attack speed's starting to get somewhere as well. We can actually move a little bit. We're at 44. It's crazy how much better 44 feels than whatever 54. Actually nuts. Okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine. I'll get a little bit more speed, but I don't even think we would need it at this point. I think we are fast enough and strong enough that we just don't have to care. But yeah, so the character itself, I would go as far, I don't know. I feel like the character itself isn't that busted. I think this weapon, it's just, at a base, it's busted. Oh, I'll take 60 range, sure. Torture, that'd be a choice. Oh, come on. We could... Alrighty, whatever. No speed for me. Let's see what we don't get here. Disappointed! But yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. If we were just a bit slower, I think we would have lost this by default. But we're now beyond the part of the wave where they just walk into you. It stops about halfway through. Okay, there we go. We get the full... Well, not full heal. It's like 100 or 200 heal. 100 something? Yeah. Good God. Yeah, very busted weapon, I think, is really the thing. An 80% scaling on ranged and a 20%... Not that I got that much ranged, but... And a 20% scaling on HP is huge. 10 piercing is obviously fantastic, but 4 piercing at a base with a 10% drop-off is... That is busted enough on its own. And like I said, as it gets more and more, it doesn't become, like, the same amount better as going from 2 to 4. Like, 4 is enough. And then basically all you're getting is a little bit of damage up and a little bit of cooldown. The base damage doesn't even go up by that much. It's mostly the cooldown, and I guess maybe the range could be good. The knockback I consider to be kind of detrimental. So it's a weird weapon in the sense that it starts busted and it stays busted, but it doesn't actually scale that well. This character itself, I think, would be like if I played with a, I don't know. I feel like this. Yeah, it's the range. It's a ranged weapon. It has better scaling on it, and it has the piercing baked in, and it's faster. I think if we would have went for this one or like a chopper, obviously it'd be like a slightly different story. It's like probably a mix between a chopper and spear is my guess on that one. Alas, though, wild character. Check it out with the link in the top description if you are interested in picking it up for yourself on the Steam Workshop. Thank you for watching, though. Check out the channel for roguelikes and more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye.